Hi, welcome to this beginner's heart opening class. So this class is really for people who have just started yoga, or maybe if you've just got that fresh start and you want to get back to that beginner's mind, kind of go back through those basics. But I really want to focus on opening up through the heart, opening up through those shoulders. We're going to be doing quite a lot of interlacing the hands behind our backs. So if you know that you can't quite get those fingers to interlace, then it can be really useful to use a yoga strap. You can either use a yoga strap, or if you don't have one of these handy, you can just use a hand towel, or a dressing gown belt can work really well. And that just helps you find those hands behind those back. So if you want to pause the video now and grab those now, and then I'll meet you back on the mat. Hope you enjoy. In child's pose today. So we'll take ourselves to our mat, and those hips down towards the heels, arms reaching out in front. Now you can either have the knees together, and that's just going to give you a little bit extra support for your chest and your stomach, or if you want to get a little bit more into those hips, you can let those knees come out wide and still bringing those arms out in front. I want you to close your eyes and just start to feel the breath, noticing the inhale and noticing the exhale. Just getting yourself nice and comfortable. Feel the mat underneath your hands, maybe underneath your elbows, your forehead. Feel the ground underneath your feet, shins, the knees, everything pressing down. So in today's class, we are focusing on opening up through that heart, opening up through that upper back, especially since we spend so much time sat down or over a desk. So important to really stretch it out, get that spine nice and long. I want you to take a big breath in through the nose and focus on sending that breath into those shoulders, into the top of the ribs. Inhaling here, exhale, let it all go. And again, inhale, big breath in, and exhale, release. One more time, big breath in, let it go all the way into the belly, all the way into the back of the body, and exhale. And then we're going to start to open up a little bit more into those shoulders. I want you to come onto your fingertips. If you come onto your fingertips, you're going to lift your whole arm off the ground, so you're tenting up onto your hands. So really activate into those hands, into those arms. And then as you inhale, you lift slightly, so lifting your body away from the ground. And then as you exhale, you melt the chest down towards the ground. So you're really starting to open up through those shoulders. And again, inhale, we lift a little bit, fill the body up. Exhale, melt the chest down, stretching out through those shoulders. We'll go one more. Inhale, lifting. And exhale, melting down. Plant those hands back down. This time we inhale, look forwards. I want you to slide all the way through onto your belly. So coming all the way forwards, pressing the tops of the feet down into the mat. We're going to inhale, gently press through those hands, start to lift the chest. Roll the shoulders back away from the ears, lift the chin, inhale. Exhale, lower down, chin towards the mat. And again, inhale, we lift up, finding a little bit more space through that spine, that opening. Exhale, chin back down towards the mat. One more time, inhale, we lift up. And exhale, back down. This time we're going to press through our hands and our knees, push all the way up into our tabletop position. So those knees are underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders, fingers spread, so all 10 fingers gripping into the mat. Just gently start to rock forwards and backwards, warming up through those wrists. Inhaling. And exhaling. Still feeling connected to that breath with every movement we make. And then we'll step in that tabletop position once again. Moving through our cat-cows, we inhale, scoop the belly down, squeeze those shoulder blades together, and then start to lift the chest, lift the chin. As we exhale, we start to round the back, press down through those hands, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. Moving through these two poses, inhale, drop the belly down, lift the chest, lift the chin. Exhale to round the spine. One more time, inhaling, lifting, and exhaling, rounding. Coming back to our tabletop position, we're going to come through into our puppy dog pose here. So with this, we want to make sure that our hips stay directly above our knees, so that we don't want to come forwards or they want to shoot back. We want to stay directly above our knees, and then we start to walk the hands out in front, melting the chest down. You can start to bring the forehead down towards the mat. So you're really feeling this opening through that chest, through those shoulders. You relax those core, relax the core muscles to tuck the tailbone up and feel a little bit more opening through that upper back. Breathing here. Just check in, make sure your hips aren't sliding forwards. If you want a little bit extra opening, you can start to take that gaze forwards and bring the chin down towards the mat, take the gaze between those hands. Inhaling here. Exhale to stay. And slowly now take your time. We're going to walk those hands all the way back up to our tabletop position. Just give a little wiggle side to side with those hips. Find that nice stretch in the side of the body. And then from here, take our right foot. We're going to take the right foot off 90 degrees to the side of the mat. So that right off the side of the mat, we then roll the body open towards the left and lift that left arm up. So we've got our right knee down, our right hand down, and that left leg is nice and straight, planted into the ground. Reach that left arm all the way up and over. Feel that nice side body stretch. Inhale here. And then as we exhale, look down towards the mat, find that tabletop position. And then we'll go through the other side. Left foot now comes off 90 degrees to that left hand side. Roll the body open, bring that right arm all the way up. And exhale, reaching that hand up and over. Find that lovely side body stretch. Breathe into the ribs. Inhale. Exhale, look back down towards the mat. Plant that hand, find that tabletop position. Tucking the toes under, we're going to come into our downward dog. Press through the hands and the feet, lift the hips up and back. Finding that downward facing dog. Feet hip distance apart. You can have a little bend in those legs, making sure that our back is nice and flat. Press down through those hands, shake the head, make sure the neck is nice and released. Just start to walk through the feet now, drawing one heel down at a time. Stretching out through the backs of the legs. Inhale. And exhale. We're going to come through into our vinyasa rocks. So we do a lot of vinyasas in these classes. So I want you to plant the feet down. We're going to go through some variations. We inhale, rock forwards, find our high plank position, shoulders over the wrist, gaze forwards, core strong. Exhale, chaturanga, drop the knees down, keep that core engaged, elbows back in line with the ribs, this half little push-up. And then all the way down onto the mat, untuck the toes. We inhale, find that cobra, press down through those hands, lift the chest, that little back bend. Exhale. Chin back down towards the mat, tuck the toes, press back all the way to our downward facing dog, hips up and back. Second variation, we inhale, rock forwards, find that high plank position once again, core strong, gaze forwards. Exhale, chaturanga, drop the knees down, elbows back, that little push up. And then from here, flipping onto the tops of the feet, press down in the tops of the feet to lift the whole legs off the ground. Hips sink down, shoulders roll back. We find our upward facing dog. Exhale, press through those hands, squeeze the hips all the way up and back. Flip back onto the feet. Find downward facing dog. Last variation here, we inhale, rock forwards, high plank. Exhale, we take a chaturanga. Now you can drop the knees, one knee, or keep the knees lifted as we take that half push-up. Either to the belly for cobra or flipping onto the tops of the feet. Find that upward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, hips up and back. Find your downward facing dog. Start to walk through those feet now. And then take your time, we'll walk the feet all the way up to the top of the mat. Meeting in a forward fold. Feet hip distance apart, a little bend in the legs, just let that body hang over. Swaying side to side. Close the eyes. Take a big breath in, inhale. And exhale, release. You can open your eyes now. We'll slowly roll up all the way to standing. Take your time, head comes up last. And then once we get there, roll the shoulders up, back and down, palms facing forwards. Find that strong mountain pose. Feel the feet grounded into the mat, fingertips drawing down, core engaged, pelvis tucked. Inhale and exhale. And then let those arms relax. From here, making sure those feet are hip distance apart, we're going to take those hands and interlace them behind our back. And like I said, if you can't quite reach that interlace, then you can either use that yoga strap and hold it like so, or if you don't have one of those, you can take a hold of a bit of your clothing. But what I want you to think about is rolling the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. We then inhale, start to lift the chest, lift the chin. And then as we exhale, still with those hands interlaced, bend into the legs and we take a forward fold all the way down. Make sure that head hangs, that neck is nice and released. Starting to feel this opening in those shoulders. Inhaling here. Exhale to stay. Keeping the hands interlaced, we're going to inhale, find our halfway lift. So I want you to slowly lift that chest a little bit off the thighs, finding this flat back. And then as we exhale, we fold again. We go again, inhale, find that halfway lift, flat back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, exhale, we fold. One more for good measure, inhale, lifting, halfway lift. Exhale, we fold. And then release the hands, let them fall down towards the ground. Let them shake, sway side to side. And then one more time, we'll roll up to standing. Inhaling, rolling up, this time bringing the arms all the way up overhead. Palms come together, take the gaze up. Exhale, bring the palms up the chest, elbows out wide. From here, bring your feet together. We're going to inhale, lift the arms up overhead, palms touched. Exhale, we take a forward fold. Inhale, find that halfway lift. You can slide the hands up the shins, creating that flat back. This time, exhale, plant the hands, step the right leg back all the way towards the back of the mat. Drop the back knee down and untuck the toes. We're going to inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Find this low lunge. Sink those hips forwards, bringing those arms up. The gaze can come up if it's okay with your balance. As we exhale, I want you to shift the weight back, straighten that front leg, bring those hands down. Find our half splits. So really flex that front foot. Coming forwards, we inhale, shift forwards, sweep the arms up, sink into those hips. Straight away, exhale, take it back, half splits. And again, inhale, we come forwards, lifting. And exhale, we take it back, half splits, folding. Inhale, we come up, bring those arms up. A little different this time. I want you to circle the arms all the way back behind you and see if you can interlace the hands again behind your back. Or if you need that yoga strap, just grab that. We're going to roll the shoulders back, sink those hips forwards, puff the chest up. Now you can stay here, or if you want, you tuck the back toes and have a go with pressing through those feet. Lift that back knee up. We find ourselves in this high lunge position with our hands interlaced. Inhaling here, feel this opening through the chest. Exhale to stay. Releasing the hands now, bring the hands down, frame that front foot. Everybody step straight back to your downward facing dog. Take that vinyasa. We inhale, rock forwards, high plank. Your variation, you can drop the knees down or keep them lifted. Exhale, chaturanga, half push-up. To the belly for cobra or find upward facing dog. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, hips up and back. Find your downward facing dog. Inhaling here. Exhale to stay. And again, inhale. And exhale. Last breath in your downward dog. Inhale. As we exhale, bend the knees, look between the hands. You can step, walk, or even hop the feet up, toes together at the top of the mat. Inhale, find a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rolling up to standing. Bring the arms up overhead, palms touch. Exhale, palms at the chest, other side. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, clap the hands. This time step the left leg all the way to the back of the mat. Drop the back knee down, untuck the toes. Inhale, we sweep the arms up overhead. Start to press those hips forward so you really feel this nice stretch and this opening through that front hip flex. Inhaling here. As we exhale, shift the weight back, find your half splits. Bring those hands down, flex that front foot. Forwards and backwards now, moving with the breath. Inhale, shift forward, sweep the arms up. Exhale, take it back, half splits. And again, inhale forwards. And exhale, take it back. This time we inhale, come forwards, lift the arms. And then you want to circle the arms all the way back behind and see if we can interlace them again behind our backs. Any variation we want to roll the shoulders back, start to lift the chest, inhale. Staying here, or if you want, you can tuck the back toes, press through those feet, start to lift that back knee up, finding that high lunge. Really think about opening up through that chest, sink those hips down, inhale, and exhale. Releasing the hands where they are now. Frame that front foot. We step all the way back to our downward facing dog, hips up and back. And once more, take that vinyasa. Inhale, rock forwards, high plank. Your variation, core strong, chaturanga, elbows back. Belly for cobra or upward facing dog. Inhale. And exhale, we take it back to our downward facing dog. 3 long breaths. Inhaling here. And exhale. And again, inhale. And exhale to stay. Inhaling one more time. And as we exhale, bend the knees, look between the hands. You can step, walk, or hop the feet up. We inhale, find a halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to fold. Inhale, rolling up to standing, bring the arms up overhead, palms touch. And exhale, bring the palms at the chest. Inhale, lift those arms. Exhale, we take a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, really moving with the breath. Exhale, long exhale, plant the hands, step all the way back to our high plank and all the way down into your chaturanga, halfway down. Inhale now to our upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale back to our downward facing dog. Once we get there, I'm going to inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, you're going to step that foot all the way through towards the top of the mat, in between those hands, big step up. Drop the back heel down. So that back foot is parallel with the short edge of the mat. We then stand up strong, coming into our warrior 2. Gaze forwards, bending into that front leg, shoulders rolling back, making sure that knee is rotating outwards. Inhale here. Exhale to stay. Flip that front palm, we reach that arm all the way up and back. Find that nice big side body stretch. Inhaling here. Exhale, bend into that front leg a little bit more. One more time. Inhale, reach a little further. This time, exhale, we're going to windmill those hands down all the way, frame that front foot. You can step straight back to downward dog, or you can take a vinyasa if you want. And then we're going through the other side. We inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale to step that foot through all the way between those hands. Drop the back heel down, strong through those legs. Now we inhale, windmill those arms up, find that warrior two, gaze forwards, bending into that front leg. Make sure that knees rotating outwards, shoulders rolling back, strong through those arms. Inhale, and exhale to stay. We then flip that front palm, reverse the warrior, reach that arm all the way up and back. That back arm can just gently rest on that back leg. Inhaling here. Exhale, just bend a little bit more into that front leg, sink into those hips. And again, inhale, reach further. And this time, exhale, windmill the hands down. Frame that front foot. Option for your final vinyasa, or you can step straight back to downward dog, your choice. Inhale. And exhale. Everybody downward dog. I want you to bring the knees down. Untuck the toes. Take our child's pose once again. Hips towards the heels. Forehead down towards the ground. And just focus on that breath. Inhaling. And exhaling. Like we did at the beginning of the class, just take that gaze forwards between those hands, slide all the way through onto our belly. And then this time, we're going to bring our chin down towards the mat, and then take those hands down by your sides. And once again, we're going to find that interlace. So interlace those hands behind our backs. And from here, we're going to start to use that lower back strength, start to lift the chest. And then roll the shoulders back, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Can you lift those hands a little bit away from that lower back? And then start to activate the legs. We lift the feet, the knees, maybe even the thighs start to lift. Everything is drawing up. Inhale. And exhale, we slowly release. Release those hands. Bring the right cheek down towards the mat. Feeling your body nice and heavy against the ground. And just gently rock those hips side to side, releasing that lower back. And then once again, bring that chin back down towards the mat. Just going to neutralize that neck. Coming through into our bow pose here. So I want you to bend your legs. And then see if you can take a hold of your feet with your hands. If you can't quite reach your feet today, that's okay. We can come back to that locust pose we were in before. So the same motion, finding that opening through the chest and that back. But wherever we are, we want to start to lift the chest using that lower back, roll the shoulders back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. If we're in our bow, we then kick the feet into the hands and you'll start to find this lift even more. Lifting the knees, the thighs, everything is drawing up. Now remember to breathe here, everyone always forgets to breathe. Inhale. Stay as we exhale. I know it hurts. Inhale. And exhale, slowly release down. Let those arms, let those feet come back down. Bring the left cheek on towards the mat. Feel the body heavy against the ground. And once again, rock those hips side to side. And then from here, just slowly roll all the way onto your back. You can keep your head up at this end. Just take your time rolling onto your back. And then once you're there, I want you to plant the left foot down so that left knee is pointing up. And then I want you to cross the right ankle over the top of that left knee. And you start to press that right knee away. Flex the right foot so you really start to feel this opening in that outer right hip. And you can stay here if this is just enough for you, getting into that hip, Or if you want, you can thread your hands through that little gap and then start to take a hold of the back of that left thigh and draw that left knee in. Inhaling here. Exhale to stay. And again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, breathe into the belly. Exhale, can you draw that left knee in a little closer or press that right knee away a little bit more. And slowly let that left leg go all the way out long. Keep that right knee into the chest, draw it in. Take a little twist, guide that knee over towards the left. Feeling that nice release through the spine. Inhale. Close your eyes if you want to. Relax into this twist. One more big breath, inhale. And exhale. Slowly now coming onto your back. And then planting that left foot down so that right knee down so that right knee is up. And then we go through the other side. So cross that left ankle now over the top of that right knee. And just gently start to press that left knee away. So you really start to feel that opening in that hip. And again, you can stay here or start to draw that right knee in towards the chest. I want you to just make sure that that left foot is flexed. That's going to protect that knee. Inhale here. And exhale. Can you find a little bit more space? It's quite nice to close your eyes. Just focus on this stretch. Inhale. And exhale. Slowly now release that foot. Let that right leg go out long as you keep that left knee into the chest, draw it in. And then exhale, guide that knee over towards the right, find that nice spinal twist. Inhale. And exhale. Big breath in, the eyes are closed. Exhale, release. And then slowly take your time now, coming all the way onto your back. Finding your Shavasana, keep those eyes closed. Let the legs go out long. Arms by the sides, palms facing up. Take a big breath in through the nose, fill the lungs up, and then holding at the top, inhale. Open the mouth, sigh the breath out nice and loud. Feeling that lovely release. I'm just staying here for just a couple of minutes, not too long. Just letting all of that work, all of that open, just really settle in. Slowly start to find a bit more movement back into the body. Moving the hands and the feet. Big breath in and out. And slowly take your time rolling onto your side. to a nice comfortable seated position. And just closing the class off, bring the palms together at the chest. Thank you so much for doing this class with me. Namaste.